Hey there, guys, and this is something a bit different where it is a reaction and thoughts video, but it's a little bit different because it's not a official showcase or anything from the developer or Sony or anything like that. This is apparently a gameplay that I gotten recorded, and the only other place I had seen it was under Game Informer, where they played the gameplay, except I noticed, cutting through it a little bit, that they're basically just talking over the whole thing, so you really lose a lot of the feel of the actual gameplay, as well as trying to see what exactly the game is, because the game is Vampire the Masquerade Swansong, which did a little research on it. It takes place after Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, but is not a sequel to that game, just timeline-wise. Takes place after those events. And I did want to say right away that this gameplay is brought to you by aGame, where I happened to see it for his channel, where it has his logo at the beginning, and then it goes through the gameplay without any audio over. So thank you to aGame for posting this. That way we can see and hear a lot of what happens in the gameplay. And also for aGame's channel, it's various clips for different games, as well as little things for trophies, such as right here, some WWE 2K 2022 trophies, soccer stuff, Sonic, variety of stuff for his channel. So I definitely check it out if you get a chance. But I definitely wanted to give him a shout out, and a link to his channel will be in the description as well. But with that, we're going to get right into the gameplay, and let's see what this game is about.
Nice badge.
Keep an eye on the elevator. I'm gonna go wait for forensics.
Okay. Let me know when they get here.
Excuse me.
Message from the sheriff. Prince asked more for 5 reports. If I can't bring back their author, I must bring back the reports at least. I'll know them when I see them. Special Agent Smith.
The FBI. Finally, some backup. Lieutenant's expecting you. Straight ahead. Watch out for the bloodstains. Forensics hasn't been through here yet.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm still looking.
Don't worry.
I'll finish here and then I'm on my way.
Free. You're gonna be okay.
Lieutenant Anderson, I'm in charge of the investigation.
Special Agent Smith, FBI.
Really? Smith. Is that some kind of joke?
No, why?
Let it go. Never mind. I'll give you the DL. We got a call from the caretaker around 2:15. He told us that one of his residents was brought in with an injury carried by his bodyguards. We sent a squad car that got here around 2:45.
Okay, then what?
When they stepped inside, the guys came face to face with that.
Do we know who the victim is?
Yeah, he had his ID on him. It's the owner, a guy named Jason Moore. I don't know who this guy pissed off, but things didn't work out too well for him.
Did you secure all the exits and entrances to the building?
Yes, we've got men on the ground floor and in the parking garage.
How do you get to the parking garage?
You'll have to ask the caretaker. He's the one who took my men down there.
Go on.
We're still looking for the head. We're waiting on forensics for everything else, but they're busy with another case. So, you're here to take over the case?
No. I'm working on something else. Moore's name popped up in one of our investigations, but I can't talk about it.
Okay, I'll let my team know. Agent Smith from the FBI is here. We're still in charge of the investigation, so please cooperate with him.
The blow came from behind. The flesh is burnt around the bullet hole, over a wide area. He was shot at point-blank range, no doubt about it. A signet ring with a beaver on it. Moore went to MIT. Moore's driver's license. There's a retainer here somewhere. The apartment has changed since my last visit. Mr. Adams?
No. This can't be happening. What a nightmare. So much blood.
I've got a few questions.
I tried to help him. I told him we should call 911. I told him.
Sir, listen to me. It's all right. Calm down. You're safe and you did the right thing.
I did the right thing.
I need you to answer a few questions for me.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
The lieutenant told me there was an access to the basement.
Yes, using the service elevator through the kitchen. You need a magnetic pass to use it. I gave the spare to your colleagues who wanted to go down there. I still have the original. Do you want it?
Please. Thank you for your statement.
You have to find out who did this, officer. Justice needs to be done for him. And for his family.
And we need to find out who's messing with us. That's what we're here for. You can count on us. Stick around in case we have more questions.
Any news, guys?
Looks like Lydia's planner. Lydia's life seems to revolve around June and her home in Costa Rica, with Jason often absent.
Come on. It'll pass. Don't worry.
They wanted to bring a little vacation back home. A real jungle in the heart of Boston. A truly peaceful oasis. Why were you looking for peace, Jason? I warned you, Jason. God, did I warn you? We destroy all that we touch. A drafting table. That must be Lydia's desk. I've never been in this part of the apartment before. Beryl, will you ever change? I understand better now. The prince asked more for a complete report on the members of the Primogen. Someone tossed a bunch of stuff in this bag, in a hurry to leave. A cell phone. Locked, of course. The diary of an 8-year-old girl, June, Jason's daughter.
Any news, guys?
We're waiting on CSU for that.
June's whole life in pictures. June celebrating her 4th birthday. I have to figure out how to open it.
Jason, my cousins didn't show up after all. Stay home if you haven't left, or meet me at Hazel's house if you want. Call me back and tell me where you are.
It must have been used to dress a wound. Bottle of disinfectant, obviously handled by someone who was bleeding. That's when you were hiding.
Huh? What the...
Good evening, Jason.
Mr. Bazzori. How did you...
Maybe think about letting us know the next time you build a private bunker.
It's just that...
She sent me to find you.
No. Not now. She found out about everything, didn't she?
I don't understand anything you just said, but get up. We're going.
I can't. I absolutely have to catch a plane tonight.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I'm begging you. Please, just let me go.
So you were at the reunification party tonight?
Yeah. Beryl asked me to go. You were supposed to partner with the Hartford Chantry. And he absolutely wanted me to be there. To reassure them on all the financial aspects.
This much I knew already.
I made sure to be seen to show him I came. And I planned to leave. When suddenly, they started shooting all over the place. Bullets were flying everywhere. I dropped everything and tried to escape. I must have left my briefcase there, come to think of it. Without the bodyguards you gave me, I would never have managed to escape.
Who attacked us?
No idea. As soon as the shooting started, Jack hid my head under a coat, and we ran as fast as we could to the exit. The only thing I remember are those screams, Mr. Bazzori. I'd never heard anything like it.
We've wasted enough time here. Get up.
I'm not going to be able to go with you, Mr. Bazzori. I've lost too much blood. I'm having a hard time staying conscious.
I must take you back to the prince, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
I'm begging you. I've always refused. I want to stay free.
I'm not really giving you a choice. Drink. That's enough.
June will die if you don't let me go.
Stay behind me. Stay behind me.
Oh, Agent Smith. Wait, is that Jason Moore? Bazzori, what are you doing? You're crazy. You're crazy.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Stay close.
Hey, stop! Don't move! Put your hands behind your head, damn it! On the ground! I'm gonna shoot!
That's enough, officer.
My head.
Don't you move a
hands
muscle.
on your head.
Hands behind your head.
You see those hands? Let me see those hands. You move.
Sure you are. Don't you move. I swear to God.
You got him? Get in the elevator, Jason.
Go.
Here we go.
We made it. We made it.
Stop. I'm sorry. More needs to come with me, Mr. Bazori. We work for the same person.
Stay out of this.
I don't have a choice, sir. I have my orders. I'm sorry. I have my orders. You know what would have happened if I had disobeyed?
Get up. We're leaving.
I'm getting up. I'm getting up.
Hold on here. Let me get this overlay stuff off for a sec. If I can. I thought there used to be an option for annotations. Hmm. Okay. So that's very interesting for all of it, actually. Because for Vampire the Masquerade Swansong, I heard it was going to be its own thing. And I heard there was going to be multiple characters. I think there's 3 from as far as I read on. And this guy is one of them. And from what it sounds like and looks like, it's pretty much like the first Vampire Masquerade. It's very choice-oriented, where everything that you choose, some things are minor changes that will affect either just then or down the line kind of outcome, and then others that will actually trail on from one place to another, which I'm guessing that for the old man that we got the card from, at least I think it was, Jason's bodyguards, there was a previous choice then, that then our character, what's his name? Caleb?
You'll have to ask the
Caleb.
caretaker.
Let's mute that, but we'll have that play in the background. And also those bars right there, I don't know what the top one is, and how that one starts at 15 and then can go up. I guess it's kind of like a logic or something like that. And then the purple, I guess you don't want that to go up, just because I wonder if you go into like a berserk or you can't use any more regarding your vampire powers. Also, I see there's quite a bit for like an RPG aspect, so there's probably a customization and level up kind of screen then, based on some kind of experience, I would assume. Plus with a character build where you can choose the education, hacking, technology, all that good jazz. And I really like, too, for these, for at least for Caleb stuff, I don't know for the other characters, how there's a bit of almost like a Sherlock Holmes. I just messed up that name big time. Sherlock Holmes-esque kind of thing where you're actually going through, looking at, inspecting, and choosing what you want to do with different objects, trying to gather this intel, which I'm sure, which it looks like that also will affect the story and outcome of the areas, as well as help with choices through the game as well. So after seeing the gameplay for this, I'm actually really debating on playing this for the channel, because it'd be an interesting change, and it looks like a neat game too. A neat game that definitely has replayability for sure, and looks like something that a lot of gameplays, if not all gameplays, will be different, because most likely people will build their characters differently, as well as choose to do different things with the various people they interact with in each area through the story. But so far for this gameplay, it really impressed me, because before all I saw was just trailers that would show basically like a cinematic-esque of certain aspects of the game, but it didn't really tell me how the game would work and what the gameplay would be, what the story is, or anything like that. So now to actually see more of what the gameplay actually is and how it might flow for areas, even though it's not really a RPG of combat, at least from what we've seen so far, if it's anything like the first one, there will be combat sections as well, mandatory and non-mandatory, or possibly even all of them not being mandatory, and you can just persuade your way through the whole game. And it's that kind of stuff that really interests me, when you can choose the violent or non-violent way. And especially if you can do that through the whole entire story, that's amazing. But I'd say that pretty much sums up my thoughts on this game so far. And from what I've seen for the release date, it looks like May 19th, so not in April, but down the line. And I guess this gameplay too came out some point in like mid to late March, which I was really surprised on. I didn't hear anything about it whatsoever. I just happened to see something about it. Oh no, actually I was looking up what games came out for April, and I happened to just see something on the Masquerade, so I was like, hey, let's check out Swansong, and there's this gameplay. But yeah, my thoughts right now are just a very interesting game that's something I'm actually looking forward to, because it has the various choices and options, and I'm really interested to see how the full gameplay is, how the full game plays with itself, I should say. Because just this level has a lot of options, so I wonder how many options are for the whole story. Something to think about. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about this gameplay, the game, or even the series of Vampire the Masquerade in general in the comments. I'm interested to hear what you guys think of it, whether this is your first experience to it, or if you've seen or played Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, or just even if you're into vampires, or this more of a mythical and mythical and modern society kind of game, I guess you could say. Yeah, interested to hear them. Be awesome to talk about. But with that, hope you guys have a great day. Take care, and see you in the next video.